It's true that anyone can shop for a house and even get a peek inside without formally signing on with a real estate agent. But unless you have time to make home shopping a part-time job, an agent might be able to match you with the perfect property much faster. Though not all real estate agents are members of the National Association of Realtors, those who do join the group agree to abide by a code of ethics. That code essentially stipulates that all realtors deal with all parties of the transaction honestly. Under the code, a realtor is obligated to put the client's interests ahead of his own. He or she is also required to make full disclosure about the problems with the property and be truthful in advertising. While anyone can spend a few minutes online and pull information on sales of comparable houses, real estate agents have the experience to know whether a specific house is overpriced or underpriced. In the best case scenario, an agent will have such a good idea of what you're looking for that she won't even waste your time touring houses that won't work. Not only can agents provide all the data on local home sales that you want to see, but they can also bring assets to the deal that come from years of watching waves of transactions in the neighborhood. Often, the touchiest part of a real estate purchase involves the delicate dance of requesting repairs. A real estate agent will be able to identify the trouble that you may not see, as well as recommend a good independent home inspector who will provide a detailed report on problems with the house. Though most homes for sale are widely available for buyers to access on websites, in some cases, sellers don't want the fact that they're selling their home to be widely publicized. In those cases, only real estate agents know the houses are for sale. If you've ever bought a house, you've probably dedicated a full shelf somewhere to the documents that are involved in the transaction. These probably include the written offer, the written and signed counteroffer, the little details like specific repairs, and what exactly was and was not included in the sale. The paperwork can be tiresome. This is when a good real estate agent can save the day. Often, these offers and counteroffers are limited by a time frame. The agents are armed with the tools necessary to ensure that these time frames are met. The odds of missing something, not initialing a margin, or not checking a box can drop substantially when you're working with someone who knows the paperwork inside and out, like a realtor. Every house is different, and the needs of every person is different. A real estate agent will be aware of the features that aren't advertised as often on the internet. He or she can make sure that the houses you see are ones that fit your needs. A human agent is more likely to find a match than a real estate website. As level-headed as you think you are when you're fighting with a seller over adding a hose to a dishwasher because the water drains on the floor, it's easy to lose your cool. Having an agent to write the requests objectively and forward them to the seller saves you the trouble of getting overly emotional about the deal. Say the sellers won't budge on the dishwasher hose, and you want to adjust your offer. The agent can handle that part calmly too. Experts advise that you let the agent take the heat in difficult negotiations. If you want to buy a charming little house near the business district and turn the front parlor into a candle store, you need to know if the city will allow it. Typically, an experienced real estate agent is familiar enough with the local zoning ordinances to make sure you don't buy the wrong house. By the same token, if you want to build a fence in the backyard or add a bedroom, an agent should be able to make sure you're buying a property where the city allows it. While you may and should keep files yourself, you can count on your agent to keep the information organized and safeguarded should trouble crop up with the property in years to come. You'll also be able to contact your agent at any time in the coming years should you have a question about the property yourself. When a sale nears closing, all kinds of pitfalls can kill the deal in the final hours. A real estate agent knows to watch for trouble before it's too late. When you're getting close to closing, you want to make sure there aren't any unexpected title issues, that the financing has come through, and that all of the professionals involved are staying on task and on timeline. Real estate agents are used to dealing with these types of issues and can work through almost any challenge that arises. Using a realtor allows you to work with somebody with ethics, that has pricing expertise, that knows how to request repairs properly, that can find you homes that aren't on the internet, that tackles the paperwork, that is a live human being, that can negotiate on your behalf, that has experience with building code, that can keep records thoroughly, and that can help you avoid closing problems. Please allow us at the Carma Matheson Group at Keller Williams Realty Boise to be your next realtor. Call us today to get started on finding your new home.